What do you know? What do you know? Le magazine anglais qui vous permet de baigner dans la langue de Shakespeare. What do you know? Une production et une réalisation de RAMATOU EYAWOLE.
Good evening. I'm delighted to have you around for this evening discussions from the mother station Radio Lomé. The host of the program is EYAWOLE RAMATOU. I have my colleague with me in the studio, Uncle Wahab or El Haj Wahab. You are welcome.
Thanks. Good evening.
Evening, and thanks for being there always.
No mention.
You are welcome once again. Okay. Today we are going to talk about marriage. What is marriage and what are the joy of marriage? Now we are going to delve into our today's discussions. What is marriage? From my point of view, marriage is a relationship that exists between two people, mainly male and female. And it is an agreement to live together as a husband and wife till death come. And it's God ordained from heaven for production of babies, the next generation of mankind on earth. God has designed marriage to bring a couple joy and contentment. He intended for a man to rejoice with his wife and the woman to love her husband and to feel that her husband loves her as he does to his own body. To create that sort of bond, a couple must learn to trust each other. And therefore, that is from my point of view. And Uncle Wahab, what is marriage?
Yeah, marriage, as you have made mention of, broadly we can just understand it as being the outcome of the relationship between a man and a woman. And this outcome is the sacred union of a man and a woman who have decided to
come together
and set up a family. Mm-hmm. And in order to formalize this union, mm-hmm. they have to go through process which will lead to the marriage. Mm-hmm. So the marriage is the agreement between the man and the woman to say we are here together to set up a family, as I said it, and therefore there are a number of things that we have to talk about before we come to marriage, which we start forcibly with the love. We have to talk about love, relationship, and then we come to marriage. So when we talk about that, love is particularly the fundamental element that is the basis of the marriage. So we can talk about marriage by putting aside love.
That is the foundation.
That's the foundation, and it is important to have it. It's like the basis. And as we have it, whatever pop up later in the couple, forcibly, the couple will come to a certain agreement, which is for them the essence of their relationship. So, by the love that I have towards you, mm-hmm. I will have to, cool down my temperaments, cool down whatever I have as grievance towards you in order to solve the problem. So love is the basis, and the marriage, if you have to talk about it, is a totally a matter of maturity of love. That is the big brother or the highest level of the love that you have towards someone. So marriage is about I come together with you and then we decided to make our life together. So this is what we are going to do for our coming family, our family that will be,
our generation.
Our generation. So a man and a woman are together. It is a marriage, but it needs to be celebrated in our society. If not, it will be like a concubine, just like that, which is not good for a society. So the process, as I said it earlier, before we come to marriage, I have to go in our tradition. I have to go and see the family of the woman which I think might be my next my wife. I have to go and see them. This should be what should be agreed earlier. That is, we are in love. Do you agree that I have to go and see your parents for us to engage in marriage? Yeah. If you do accept, fine. And then I will go. I say, okay. When I'm saying it's not like me personally that will be going.
No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I have to go and see my parents. This is the woman I've seen. The girl that I've seen, I want to marry her. So it is the responsibility of my parents to go and see the parents of the girl. And she even will not be there. Maybe they will just call upon her to see whether she know about the man, in case the one who is here to
ask of her hand in marriage.
So the families we just have to arrange. You see, okay, fine. As your boy agreed that he'll marry, we will go back. We'll consult the other members of the family, and then we talk over it. So if the other they will go and dig and see really if we give we give our girl to this family, they can take good care of it or whatever. They will analyze it, and then they come back. Okay, we accept to give
our daughter
to you for marriage. So this is how we. But in a certain formal way, if let me give the example, I'm a Muslim, and this is how the process goes. But in French we say, like, we are in a society whereby there is agreements. There is coexistence of religions. So there is we are not in Islamic states, nor in a Christianic or Catholic state. So the laws say, before we recognize you as a family, as a couple, a married couple, you have to go to the town hall. That after passing all these corners, that is going to see the family and
paying the bride price,
pay the bride, all these
things.
You need to formalize it. So
by going to the government.
So it means that you go to the town hall. You say, okay, you arrange everything anyway, and then the mayor will bless the
certificate
of marriage, and then even the states know that
you are now husband and wife.
So you live peacefully, and everybody knows that this is the marriage that we've witnessed. It's not just something in concubine. You just find someone and then it doesn't give a good image of the family itself.
Yeah.
But when it is a marriage, that both of you sit down, ponder on it, and then you see that we have to go through the normal process for us to become a couple is the best way.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. If my technical producer is ready, we take a musical break before we continue our discussions. Don't go away, we'll soon be back.
Shine. chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, for I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm working in power, I work in miracles, I live a life of favor, for I know who I am. I'm working in power, I work in miracles, I live a life of favor, for I know who I am.
Maybe if you have just tuned in, you are listening to Radio Lomé, and the program going on is What Do You Know? In today's program, we are talking about what is marriage. I hope if you have tuned in from the beginning, my colleague have told you from his point of view what is marriage, and I've also said something about it. We now move on with what are the joy of marriage. Joy of marriage are so numerous that from my point of view, as I've said earlier on, the major joy of marriage is peace of mind. That is created through trust and confidence you have for your wife or your husband. Other joy of marriage are love, children, money, but all that I have just mentioned are an essential things, but not ultimate in marriage. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Love, children, money are things that are not ultimate in marriage.
I think they are quite ultimate. Yeah, because sometimes when you look at money, no, I will not talk about money first. I will talk about love. Because it is the foundation.
Yeah. Without love, the two of you cannot come together that you wanted to be husband and wife. You cannot stay with somebody you don't like. Maybe you don't even want to see that person for a twinkle of an eye.
That is not it can be a marriage. It can be called a marriage. So the importance, I think is ultimate is love for me. And what make it joyful, what make a family strong, that apart from love, is children.
But, excuse me to say, there are some couples who have not yet been blessed with the fruit of the womb. Should we base our marriage on children? Excuse me.
Yeah.
We cannot base our marriage on children, because those who have been married for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and are not yet blessed with the fruit of the womb, and they are still looking unto the Lord to do a miracle in their life, still have the love, peace of mind, and confidence in the Almighty Father that one day I will be blessed with the fruit of the womb. But excuse me to say, in Africa, when you marry, maybe today you did a marriage, they'll point it down. By November, and they've not heard of anything from you, the problem will start from your sister-in-laws, your mother-in-laws. They'll say, look, you don't go carry somebody picking. Now you know if you do anything. People will start talking here and there. But at times, it shouldn't be so.
Yeah,
a man needed a woman, and a woman too needed a man for a companion. Not necessary to base our marriage on having children.
Yeah, I do agree, because the essence of life before God creating the world itself is because God's at a certain moment he knew that
Adam was alone.
Adam was
so
alone.
He needed a companion.
There is need for a female character. That's why Eve was created. But their mission was not just to be alone. Their mission was to what? To procreate. Their mission was to what? To multiply. To give birth to other people who will
be their next generation.
And that will be the extent of where we can see the greatness of God. So when we come back to a marriage, and in whatever circumstances, for most of the cases whereby some people are not blessed, I have to say that they have not to take it. It is the
end of
the end of God has always His plan for everybody. So patient there, but we should take it into account that the essence of marriage at certain moments is to have a family, and that family should be you as a man and a woman should have your children, and it makes you at least know the value of marriage. It lets you come to see a certain number of the joy that you are talking about, because even children crying in your compounds, it is a blessing.
Yeah.
So that is what actually God actually wants for couples, but it doesn't mean that those who are not yet being blessed should they take it as it is not their time. The time will come. The time of God is always there for you to be to have yours. Just be patient. And I wonder why sometimes people rush for children. No.
Okay, can I also say among the joy of marriage is that we should try to be overlooking some certain mistakes, because some people say love covers all, and we should also try to be forgiving each other.
Yeah,
because when the two of you are together, there will always be some arguments will always come out.
You see, talking about marriage, apart from talking about love that is there, children that is there, what comes is the communication in the couple.
Yeah.
If you cannot control whatever you are saying to your partner in one way or the other, as you are joking or not, it will be what will destroy the couple. So understanding each other is very important in a couple. Understand. I can say something very simple,
but
like
it will hurt your partner.
It will hurt your partner. That means that what you are saying, just being simple, is understood in another context. So as a couple, being front, saying things as it need to be, loyalty, just being truthful.
Okay.
Don't take lungu ways.
No lungu. Okay, do you agree with me that the major driver of stable marriage is the regular sexual relationship between couples?
Not really. Not really. That.
So you marry your wife, just you put her down, no sex?
Not because the word regular is what stick me. That's why I say not as such. Because
they say regular twice in a month is also okay, but somebody may say to have sex twice in a month is not okay. Maybe
but that one is obvious, because that's what that's the purpose. As I said, it is at the end, you'll be asked after you're married, what are the kids? So it's very important. Kids are there. So before having kids, it means that you have to go through sexual intercourse, and obviously, you just need to make a certain planning of that. You need to be a couple, understanding each other, and some have to. I don't know whether it will be at the side of man or woman to control one's emotions or one's sexual needs or whatever it is, because abuse of things is not good at all.
So if your wife is somebody that always asks in the morning, every day, and at night, so she has abused you?
Yeah, that is an abuse, of course.
If it happens that we should meet, don't you know that I'll be feeling weak? And if again I should look in your face, don't you know I need a warm embrace because of lonely nights, oh, lonely nights, and it calls from lonely nights. Without you, without you. If you think that I'm feeling blue, you may wonder, but it is true. And if you think that I'm getting cold, baby, don't you know you hit the goal because of lonely nights, oh, lonely nights, and this calls from lonely nights. Without you, without you. If you think that I'm feeling blue, you may wonder, but it is true. And if you think that I'm getting cold, baby, don't you know you hit the goal because of lonely nights, oh, lonely nights, and it calls from lonely nights. Without you, without you, lonely nights, lonely nights, and it calls from lonely nights. Without you, without you, lonely nights, and it starts so lonely, lonely. I said I need you.
Okay, do you have a piece of advice for the coming generation, the young couples who are now coming?
That is matter of knowing each other first, know really who you want to venture with, and then once you are in, the communication as I made it clear is very important. And you have to go through that serious scrutiny of communication, and the scrutiny of your partner is very important.
Okay, thank you very much. Before I wrap up today's discussion, I would also like to add something to what my colleague have just said. To make a successful marriage, we must avoid disrespectful of each other. Disrespectful creates tension in the home, and it can lead to bitter quarreling. This is how I wrapped up today's program, and before signing out, I'd like to say a big thanks to the crew on duty, control room operators, and Wahab. Thanks for coming, and thanks for being there with me always. So continue listening to Radio Lomé and enjoy a lovely weekend. So we meet next week Saturday again. Continue listening to Radio Lomé. Bye-bye.